This Fox. I'm a trained psychic. I was actually trained as a psychic spouse since I was a child. I was part of an experimental military program that hasn't been declassified. All my psychic abilities have been trained, different parts of the world, different types of masters, different types of shamans. And what am I doing with what I learned under very harsh conditions? I am using remote viewing plus another skill called being claircognizant, which means that you instantly understand something. I'm using these abilities to be able to bring something to the table so that we can stop reacting to a reality that we created. Most people already know that intention creates reality. And we have, many of us, awful lives, and the planet is in an awful space. So, how is it that if intention creates reality, that we created everything that's going on? It's because we really didn't understand the mechanical aspect of intention and how to create. And we didn't understand that we have a lot of subconscious intentions that are simply reactions to awful things that are happening, such as if things are awful, many people forget their intentions and make their first intention to be safe, to be okay, to not to have to make changes. At which time their intention to have a stronger bank account, to maybe get a new job in another company gets totally truncated because they have another intention that is like a tsunami that is overwhelming those intentions driven by fear. So we're living in a world where we don't know where the war is going to start, but we kind of all kind of feel that it's going to start. It's too many places, it's too hot, there's too much of the fire element, which is the generator of insomnia, frustrations, anger, irritability, emotional violence, physical violence, murder, plus suicide. Suicide is a result of excess fire and imbalance in the elements. So, but tonight we are here to celebrate the fact that we're remembering that we create our reality. So, how about if we get pointed in a direction that's good for us? And how about if we remember that fear is the way the spirit world controls us, sometimes the way authority controls us, and the way sometimes our enemies control us, to where we don't even react to something because we're too afraid, because we kind of know the consequences. Our intentions get put to the side. So I'm going to repeat the same story I usually tell. You can create magic continuously. Karate experts do that when they break a board with their hand. You cannot break a board with your hand. You cannot break a concrete block with your hand. You can't do it. We all know that. And yet they do it and we accept it. They train their mind. They create magic at will and we accept it. Why can't we train ourselves to create peace, which is what we're doing here? And then you have the mother. Their kid is underneath the wheel of a car in an accident. The mother is overweight, never worked out. She doesn't remember any of that. All she sees is her kid. She has an intention to not lose her child. She lifts the car and she gets the kid out. Now, none of you is going to say, oh, that never happens, Francis, because you've seen hundreds of examples of that. That's a miracle, driven by focused intention. That's what we have to do. If we don't focus our intention on peace, rather than protecting ourselves, rather than knowing the truth, we are absolutely, the tsunami of negativity is going to have us reacting. Images are very important. You have to monitor your images and you have to sign off and click off of sites that enjoy making you nervous with very real images, because you're going to react to that. And subconsciously, you're going to go, I don't want that. Okay, that becomes your primary intention. So let's go ahead and start with a way that you can judge whether this works for you or not. And it works. But for you to judge, because you're the one that's important, you're the authority. You need to be the authority in your life. So now, from 1 to 10, how do you feel today? How do you feel now? And then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you a few things. Then we're going to start with the mantra. And at the end of it, you're going to check yourself again. How do you feel? You go from 1 to 10. 1, you feel like you want to die. 10, you feel great. Where are you right now? And at the end, you do it again. So let's go ahead and show you an image that can tell you where you're at in terms of frequency, which is this image of the controversial gold and white dress. And I'm going to do this every time to remind you. And at the end of this, you're going to see it again and see if it didn't change color. Maybe it got brighter gold and brighter white. It doesn't deteriorate after a session of mantras, but many times the person sees the dress much brighter. If you're seeing it blue and bronze, your frequency is low. When that dress came out, I saw gold and white. Of course, I'm into the spiritual stuff. Of course, I would see it so gray. And then one afternoon, I saw it in brown and blue. And I went, wait a second, who changed the picture? Well, nobody changed the picture. It was the exact same page on the internet, exact same picture. And I went, so now I'm in the group of people that doesn't see it the way it was built, which was gold and white. I had a rage. I had gone into a rage. I was very angry at somebody, and it reduced my frequency. And that dress, no longer being white and gold, was evidence. You should print up the dress, have it at home, and when you go buy it and it's brown and blue, you better not make any important decisions, because that's at a lower frequency, and you're going to be dealing with stuff at a lower frequency. Don't set it in concrete until you get yourself to be able to see that dress white and gold. Don't make major decisions. Don't be declaring love to somebody. Don't decide you're going to leave somebody because you don't have a frequency that's going to help you with your intentions. Your frequency is low. That's the reason for the controversy on that dress. Same dress, people saw it different colors or different shades. And in our group of followers, there's a lot of people who say, oh my God, I saw it blue and brown forever, blue and bronze, and now I see it white and gold. Sometimes you'll see it with a pink overlay or a lavender overlay. So remember that, and let's go ahead and get the mantra up here on screen. And I'm going to use a music that I absolutely love that's very soothing. It's Fox Sensory Therapy. It's sounds and images that support the mantra. There's too much fire, and you're going to see a lot of water. You're going to see whales. Whales anchor, help the root chakra, help anchor what your intention is. And the sounds do the same thing. They put out fire, which is the thing that has us the most deviated. So let me go back and find my... We had a wonderful interview. If you know Spanish, it came out today at 5:30 on Telemundo, Al Rojo Vivo, on their internet YouTube site. The link is here. It was well done. I was pleased. It's nice. And we were promoting the mantras having to do with how do you deal with catastrophes. So let's go ahead and start. We have it here in English, and then we have it again in Spanish. Nothing is out loud, so it won't make any difference. How do you do the mantra? You repeat it in your mind. You don't repeat it with your mouth. You don't move your mouth with the words. You expel your breath through your mouth. And then your shoulders relax. 2 feet on the floor. If you want to do a mudra, which is a hand position that changes your mind, do the apana, 2 center fingers with the thumb. See how my breathing changed? This wakes up the lower 3 chakras, the root, sacral, and solar plexus, which is what channels your personal power. It wakes up those 3 chakras with a breath called aprana. We all think prana is the breath, perfect, yes, but there's an aprana too for the lower 3 chakras. So the prana is great, but maybe you're not reaching the lower 3 chakras. And when you do this mantra, the apana mantra, you're going to notice yourself, your spirit, astral body is going to be more deeply encased in your physical body. So when they say, may the force be with you, that's what they're talking about. Your astral force, which is your astral emotional body, is inside your assemblage of bodies, inside your physical body, and you are much stronger. So go ahead and start. Repeat the mantras in silence, very relaxed. Do not move your mouth. Okay? We're going to do 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, now see my voice? I'm much more relaxed after doing the mantra. I'm going to put the dress out again, and you're going to assess yourself from 1 to 10. How much better do you feel? And does the dress look even more gold, more brilliant white? And are you noticing for the first time that yellow line that's in the background on the right of the page, left hip of the dress? When it gets really gold, which means your frequency is really good, all of a sudden you can see that yellow line, whereas before you could not see it. So wherever the gold is in your life, when your frequency goes up, you're going to be able to see it. And that literally is what that means. We've entered the golden age. We're in the stone age, and we've entered the golden age, and both of the frequencies are here on the planet. And it's your frequency, your vibration, that will determine which of the two realities you're going to live. Very important to lift your vibration, because everything can be a mess around you and you can be doing rather well, because you create your own reality. The outside world doesn't create it for you. The outside world gives you plenty of stimulation so that you react to it, and then you end up having your most important intention being protection, security, that nobody takes what's yours, or your most important intention is to stay away from anything iffy so that you don't go crazy. Um, you need to keep, like the karateka that does karate, you need to learn to focus to where you can do something that science and we all know is impossible. You can't break a concrete block with your hand. Come on. They do it. They have a lot of training. And what they're doing is they're focusing their intention and they're vitalizing that focus, which, by the way, ends up being a vector. And then it gets vitalized by their continuous attention, intention, focus. And that's what you have to do with everything that's important. But in this case, we're practicing up with the intention that there be peace. Yeah, but you look at Ukraine, look at this. We don't have to look at that. All of that will make us react to that already constructed reality. And we don't want to keep reacting to reality. We want to pull our attention away from there and put it and vitalize our intention, in this case, that there be peace. And it may be also peace in the family. But when you do the mantra, you feel more peaceful. How are you doing? Did you improve on the 1 to 10 scale? Self-analysis is very important because authorities are not going to be able to help us in this particular stage of human history. They hid too much from us, having to do with metaphysics, having to do with the other dimensions. Who knows what they're hiding? It'll come out soon enough. They hid too much. So we are not practiced up. A lot of us don't even believe in the other dimensions. A lot of us don't know we have energy bodies that are alive and have separate lives from us, because we were never told that we have an astral spirit that doesn't pop up when our physical body dies, but is always there. And it can multiply itself, which is very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and remind you that today is a new moon in Aquarius, so we do our exorcisms in new and full moons and eclipses because it's much more effective. So this is the link if you want to join us. There is a fee, and it's in Spanish. And we also were very fortunate today in that we had an interview um, Telemundo. I think it's their number one show, Al Rojo Vivo. It's a news magazine show. We were interviewed and it came out this afternoon, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the link for it. And it came out rather well. I was pleased with it, very pleased with it, because you honestly, when you are in these kind of interviews, you really don't know what's going to happen. It is in Spanish. And I have to say that I have to speak two entirely different ways when I'm being interviewed in English. I have to modify, control, 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 control. If not, they'll walk me out of there directly to an insane asylum, because that's not possible that that's true, and we don't know that. Well, you know what? The rest of the world knows it. I didn't invent it. But your people, your authorities haven't allowed you to have that information, or have manipulated it to where it doesn't appear necessary. But I'm not going to make this a complaining about what authorities have done to all of us. I'm here to offer you a different avenue for getting what you want, which is world peace. And you can apply that to your personal life, your daily life, your family, etc. So Selena, it went up all the way to a 9. And something's happening in the heart chakra. There's a big, yesterday we had a huge frequency shift. And a lot of blue energy was coming in to our center axis, which is where our intentions are and stuff that we bring from lifetime to lifetime. But we will go into that another time. Just hold on to whatever improvement you have. Write down the mantra and monitor the amount of bad news that you take in. Okay, there's earthquakes. Okay, how many times do you need to look at it? You just need to know it once, and that's it. Let it go. Don't have those negative images be a substantial part of your bank of images, which are how reality is created to start out with. Spiritually sophisticated. Monitor the things that are the tools that you use for creation, and you can learn about them here with us. So have a nice evening, and hopefully soon I will be your favorite psychics back.